At just 15 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo's football career was nearly over before it even began. He was diagnosed with a racing heart condition that could have ended his time on the pitch, a serious diagnosis that required surgery. This isn't just a story about football. It's the unbelievable true story of how a young man from a poor family overcame a frightening medical prognosis to become a global icon. This is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, the boy from Madeira. Before the global fame, the record-smashing goals, and the billion-dollar brand, there was just a boy on the small Portuguese island of Madeira. Born on February 5, 1985, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro grew up in an impoverished home in Funchal. He was the youngest of four children, the son of a cook and a municipal gardener. His family struggled, sharing a single room, and his mother later revealed that because of their poverty, she had even considered not going through with the pregnancy. His father, Jose Diniz Aveiro, was an equipment manager at a local club and named his son after his favorite actor, then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. It was his dad who introduced him to football, but it was Cristiano's own obsession that lit the fire. Friends and family remember a kid who loved the game so much he'd skip meals or sneak out of his window with a ball when he was supposed to be doing homework. His earliest nickname was Crybaby because he would get so upset when his team didn't win or when other kids didn't pass him the ball. Even then, his drive was on another level. By age 8, he was playing for the local amateur team, Andorinha, where that fiery will to win was already on full display. The defining challenge. By 12, his talent was too big for Madeira. He landed a trial with Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's biggest clubs, who signed him after paying a registration fee of around £1,500 to his youth clubs. The move meant leaving his family, his home, and everything he knew. Life on the mainland was brutal. Other young players relentlessly bullied him for his thick Madeiran accent, and he became known as the boy who cried easily, overwhelmed with homesickness. Just as he was starting to find his footing, his dream faced its biggest threat. At 15, while at Sporting's youth academy, he was diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition that made his heart beat abnormally fast, even at rest. For a young athlete whose entire future depended on his physical gifts, the diagnosis was a bombshell. Doctors warned that it could derail his football career. The solution was a heart procedure. In a hospital in Lisbon, Ronaldo underwent a laser operation to cauterize the area of his heart, causing the problem. He was operated on in the morning and discharged by the afternoon. Incredibly, just a few days later, he was back on the training pitch. His mother said Cristiano wasn't overly worried, but the experience gave him a new sense of purpose. It was a second chance, and he refused to waste it. The rise of a superstar. That repaired heart just kept beating stronger. The skinny, emotional kid from Madeira began to transform. He dedicated himself completely to football, even getting his mother's permission to drop out of school to focus on his professional goals. He wasn't just coasting on talent, he was obsessed with training, staying late after every practice to work on his skills and build a body that could dominate the game. His life changed forever in 2003. During a preseason friendly, Sporting Lisbon faced Manchester United. An 18-year-old Ronaldo put on such a dazzling show of speed and skill that the United players were blown away. On the plane home, seasoned pros like Rio Ferdinand famously begged their manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, to sign that kid. Ferguson, who was already keeping an eye on him, didn't need much convincing. Just days later, Ronaldo was unveiled as a Manchester United player for a fee of over £12 million and was handed the iconic number 7 shirt worn by club legends like George Best and David Beckham. His first years in England weren't always smooth. Critics called him a flashy show pony who cared more about style than substance. But under Ferguson's mentorship, he evolved. He went from a tricky winger to a ruthless, efficient goal-scoring machine. During the 2007 to 2008 season, he scored an incredible 42 goals, helping Manchester United win both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. That same year, at just 23, he won his first Ballon d'Or as the world's best player. The boy from Madeira was now the king of world football. the golden era, and the legend. In 2009, Ronaldo made a move that shattered the world transfer record, joining Real Madrid for a staggering £80 million, 94 million euros. If Manchester made him a star, Madrid made him a legend. This was his golden era. At Real Madrid, he didn't just play the game, he conquered it. In 9 seasons, he scored an unbelievable 450 goals in just 438 games, becoming the club's all-time leading goalscorer. He led the team to 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons, including an unprecedented 3 in a row. He is the only player to have scored in 3 different Champions League finals. This period was also defined by his historic rivalry with Barcelona's Lionel Messi, a battle between 2 of the greatest players of all time that pushed both to logic-defying heights. After conquering Spain, he took on a new challenge in Italy with Juventus in 2018. There, at an age when most players are slowing down, he scored 101 goals and won 2 Serie A titles. Following a brief return to Manchester United, he moved to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, where the goals have continued to flow. With his success at these clubs, he became the first player in history to score over 100 goals for 3 different top-flight clubs, the national hero and the record breaker. For his country, Ronaldo has been a true titan. For more than 2 decades, he has carried the hopes of Portugal on his back. His crowning moment came in 2016 when he captained Portugal to its first-ever major international trophy, the UEFA European Championship. Though he was stretchered off with an injury in the final, he was a passionate coach on the sidelines, a perfect example of his leadership. He later led Portugal to victory in the inaugural UEFA Nations League in 2019. His list of records is almost hard to believe. He holds the record for the most official senior career goals in men's football history, having surpassed 900 goals. He is the all-time leading scorer in men's international football with over 130 goals for Portugal and holds the record for most international appearances with over 200 caps. He is also the top scorer in the history of the Champions League with 140 goals, and in 2022 he became the first male player in history to score in 5 different World Cup tournaments. The scale of these numbers is mind-boggling, a testament to a career built on relentless ambition. If you found this story of resilience and greatness inspiring, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments what part of Ronaldo's journey amazed you the most. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is a masterclass in obsession, discipline, and unshakable self-belief. It's the story of a boy from a poor family on a small island who was told a heart condition might steal his dream. That boy became a man who trains like every day is his last, a global icon followed by hundreds of millions, and one of the most successful athletes in history. His journey was no fairy tale. It was forged in pressure, sacrifice, and an almost superhuman desire to be the best. He faced criticism, setbacks, and devastating personal loss, including the death of his father when he was just 20, an event that only deepened his commitment to a disciplined life. Some call him arrogant, others call him the greatest of all time, but no one can deny his impact. The story of Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just about the goals, the trophies, or the records. It's about the simple, powerful truth that he refused to let anything stop him. Not poverty, not bullies, and not even a heart that wasn't supposed to keep up. It's the story of a heartbeat that, against all odds, just kept getting louder.